Hello everyone, it is Jazz here, and today we're going to talk about vinyl. Woohoo! I have not done a music collection video in a really long time, and I'm really sorry about that. I actually kind of feel bad, but it's alright. I'm going to make up for it today because every year I like to do a overview of my vinyl collection, all the records that I've collected over the year. So it is finally time to do the 2017 vinyl collection video. I'm super excited. I'm going to do this a little tiny bit different in two ways. First of all, I did go to quite a few concerts in 2017, and so I thought it would be fun for me to share some of the concert merch that I got. Some of it was vinyl, but some of it was just like t-shirts and stuff. Also in this video, because the vinyl collection is getting quite large, and I have already talked about some of the vinyl that I've gotten in previous years and other videos, I'm going to focus on really discussing the vinyl that I got in 2017, and then I'm just going to kind of hold up and show some of the other records that I've gotten in previous years. But if you do want to hear more detail about those records, I do have a music collection playlist on YouTube, and I will link you to that in the description. I'm going to jump into the collection. I'm going to start off with discussing what I got in 2017. I thought I would start off with what I believe was the first album that I purchased in 2017, and that was the soundtrack to the movie musical La La Land. This was a fabulous movie. I really enjoyed it, and I also really enjoyed the music. So jazzy and snazzy and really great melodies, and so I had to have the soundtrack. And it is also super extra cool because it comes in this really cool blue vinyl. Next up is The Killer's first album, Hot Fuss. This is one of my favorite albums probably of all time. It just really is amazing, and I love the bass lines and how fabulous the melodies and the lyrics of the songs are. And I also have a lot of cool memories with this because when this album came out, me and my mom listened to this like all the time, so I'm really glad to have it in my collection. It makes me super happy. Then I have the deluxe edition of Pentatonix's self-titled album. This is double LP because it is the deluxe edition, so it does have a few extra songs on there. It is of course the album where they did a lot of original songs, and they're all really cool and interesting, and a lot of different kinds of styles are involved, so I really enjoy like listening to this. It's definitely something really fun to do work to if you want to like jam or just like chill, because there are some chill songs on it. It also came in this white vinyl, which I think is limited edition. I'm not 100% sure. I was real into getting Coldplay albums in the year of 2017, so I did get a couple of Coldplay albums. The first album was Parachutes, which is one of their earlier albums. I quite enjoy this one. It has a lot of good songs, a lot of like chill tunes. It's great for feeling those old school Coldplay vibes and enjoying like cool melodies and lyricism and stuff like that. Then of course I got my super favoritist Coldplay album, Viva La Vida. I love this so much, and I can listen to it like all day and be excellently happy. Really cool, awesome lyrics, really cool like different kinds of things that they did with this one. Extra cool bonus is that it comes with this little cool insert in it that has all this fun like art and cool stuff inside, which I think is just a fun like little tidbit. Then I have the soundtrack for the movie The Breakfast Club. This is a really cool one. It has of course the really famous song Don't You Forget About Me and some other famous songs that are in this film, but it also has some really cool instrumental things that are very like that 80s synth kind of style, which I really enjoy, and it's a fun one to listen to and just like feel your inner 80s vibes. This one came in what they called dandruff white vinyl, which cracks me up because movie reference. Next one up was another one of my super favorite purchases, and it is Billie Holiday's Lady Sings the Blues. Now this version is a double LP that includes both the original Lady Sings the Blues album, but also her best of album. So you're kind of getting two albums in one, which is super cool. This is my favorite to listen to on rainy days, and it just gives you those bluesy jazzy vibes, and she sings so brilliantly, and oh, I just love it so much. Next one is a jammin' one. It is Changes One by David Bowie. This is kind of a best of-ish type David Bowie album. I got this one for my first David Bowie album in the collection because I wanted like one that just contains all my super favorites, and then I'm hoping to get some others later for sure. Something super cool about Changes one was that it was printed half in black vinyl and half in clear vinyl, but it wasn't stated which one was which, so that people could open their vinyl and get a surprise. I got a fun surprise, and I got it in clear vinyl. So I'm really excited about that for some reason, because I feel like I'm one of the special clear vinyl people. It doesn't really matter what color it is as long as the music's good, but you know, it's always fun if it looks cool too. Next up is Green Day's American Idiot. This is a double LP and features all the songs that were, of course, on the album. I really enjoy this album so very much. It's such a, like, I don't know, classic Green Day album, and I did actually go see them on tour while they were touring for this album, so it's like, hey, I remember them performing all these songs, and it's like super cool when I listen to it. It also contains this really cool like fold out thing that features all the lyrics, and it's kind of set up in this really artistic way, and I think that is a really cool addition to just the general artisticism of the album if you get it in vinyl. It's definitely in that alternative rock mood in the year of 2017, so I got more of that and got A Beautiful Lie by 30 Seconds to Mars. It is like my favorite 30 Seconds to Mars album, even though all their music is super awesome, but for some reason, I guess because this was like the one that I originally listened to of theirs, like it's just like Carazo's like, yeah, you got me on the 30 Seconds to Mars kind of vibes. I'll do some jazzy feels. I ended up in 2017 getting Madeline Perot's album Careless Love. She has such a lovely voice, and I love her musicianship, and I just love her renditions of the songs that she chose to put on this. It's just a really relaxing listen. Did end up getting a couple of vintage, really old records at a library book sale of all things, and I got some pleasant finds. The first one that I got was Nat King Cole's Ramblin' Rose. I love Nat King Cole music so much. Like, his voice is just a beautimous thing that I need in my life, and his diction for like people that are singers is just like pristine. It actually played pretty well considering how like ancient and not particularly well cared for it was when I got a hold of it. And the other album that I got at that library book sale was Doris Day's Latin for Lovers. This contains my all-time favorite Doris Day song, Perhaps, which makes me like super excited. But of course, I just love how Doris Day sings. I have always wanted a Doris Day album in my collection, and now I have one. This one is a little poppy, admittedly. I think if I can clean it, it might sound a tiny bit better, but it doesn't sound too bad, and it didn't skip at all. So considering that it was kind of super old and super dusty and not in like any kind of paper sleeve or anything, I think I found a pretty good find. And both of these I actually got for free because I bought so many books at the library book sale, and these were only 50 cents. And the people were like, oh, why make you pay extra when it would just be like an extra like $1 or whatever? You can just have them. So I would have gotten them for 50 cents, which is a great deal, but I ended up getting them for nothing. Two more albums that I purchased in 2017 left, and these ones I do have some t-shirts and stuff to show with because I got them at concert. So the first one that I have here is Jonathan Jackson and E Nation's album Radio Cinematic. This is like their first album under the title of Jonathan Jackson and E Nation. They do have some albums previously that are older that were under just E Nation. Really enjoy this band. I have seen them twice in concert, so I got to see them again in 2017, and they were of course awesome as always because they are like wonderful musicians with like great songs that have great songwriting and really cool like progressive rock vibes. Since I had their current album that just came out in CD, I thought I would get their previous album in vinyl while I was there and they had it on hand. Also, while I was at that concert, I got this really cool t-shirt. It has like the art from the current album that is out now, which is Anthems for the Apocalypse. The next concert that I went to and got vinyl at was the Alison Krauss concert, and I like fangirled like super hard because you all know I'm like Alison Krauss, like obsessed. She is like my vocal, like I wish I sang like her, like fabulousness, and just like every song is like fabulous, and it's just like, oh, I freaked out. So she was fabulous in concert, and afterwards I of course had to get some memorabilia from my fangirl experience. So the first thing that I of course got was her current album, Windy City, and her new stuff is pretty cool. It is still like bluegrass, but it definitely has a really cool jazzy flair to it that I really enjoyed. I also got like a t-shirt there, which admittedly their t-shirts aren't like super exciting, but it is comfortable, and I basically just bought this because I wanted like memorabilia from the experience of finally seeing Alison Krauss. Dreams come true. Now I'm just going to do a quick overview of the albums that I had in previous years, just showing you what I have in the rest of the collection, and then I'll talk about some fun t-shirts and stuff that I got at some of the Enter concerts at the end of that. First up, we have Nina Simone's Little Girl Blue, The Doors' self-titled album, the soundtrack to the movie Garden State, All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend by Aurora, 21 by Adele, Blondes Have More Fun by Rod Stewart, Parallel Lines by Blondie, Yesterday and Today by The Beatles, Does You Inspire You and Moth by Chairlift, The Great Pretender by Dolly Parton, Blue by Joni Mitchell, the film soundtrack recording of Tommy, Madonna's Confessions on a Dance Floor in limited edition pink vinyl, Encore by Barbara Streisand, and also including duets by several other actors who sing, the Virgin Suicides movie soundtrack, No Jacket Required by Phil Collins, the best of Nat King Cole, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac, Led Zeppelin 3 by, of course, Led Zeppelin, the Lumineers' self-titled album, The Breakup by Pete Yorn and Scarlett Johansson, the Monkees' self-titled album, Raising Sand by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, Boots by Nancy Sinatra, Sounds of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, Turnstiles by Billy Joel, Talking Dreams, and also the EP Acoustic Dreams by Echosmith. I'm so excited. I get to see them for the second time in concert this year. Also, Acoustic Dreams comes in white vinyl. The soundtrack to the musical Wicked, and this came in limited edition green vinyl. The Greatest Hits of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, a Pentatonix Christmas, Michael Bublé's Christmas album, the soundtrack to a Charlie Brown Christmas. This also came in green vinyl. And lastly, the kind of fun album that nobody will be able to find, but I really enjoy. My mom was in a group called Under New Management when she was like in her 20s, I think, and they made a little record and it was called Answers. So she still had it and she gave it to me. So I have this fun little album. This is my mom. And that is super fun, right? Then I have a couple more little fun t-shirts from some concerts that I saw in 2017. I did get to go see Paramore in concert, which I've never seen them before, and I was super excited because I really connected to their current album, and so I just really felt like I needed to go see them. Not only did I get to see Paramore, but I also got to see Best Coast, because Best Coast open for them, and I really enjoy that duo, Best Coast, like so much. So I got a Best Coast shirt here. It's really cool. It's got like all these fun surfer kind of California vibes. They were brilliant, by the way, in their performance, and they also went up there with Paramore and like sang some songs, and like they all danced crazy, which was really cute. And then I also got a Paramore shirt. They had these really cool ones with this really fun flower on it. Paramore was like just so brilliant. They were of course musically brilliant. Hayley Williams like sings just like so fabulous, and I just had the best time at their concert. I didn't get any vinyl because I did get a couple of t-shirts, which you know that gets up there in cash, but I do hope to get some vinyl of both of those bands in the future because I do really want those things in my collection, and I figured I could find them later if I wanted to get vinyl. So maybe in the year 2018 I will get some Paramore and Best Coast in my collection. And the last concert that I ended up going to in 2017 was of course Toad the Wet Sprocket. Now this this was a band that I wasn't super familiar with, even though I'd heard like one or two of their songs. I didn't like listen to them all the time, but I was going with my mom and one of my mom's music students that is like a super fan of Toad the Wet Sprocket, and it's always kind of fun to go with people like that and just like experience a band that you don't listen to very often, and then you can like listen to them and they can be like new favorites. Am I right? And I really enjoyed their concert, and I just had like the best time listening to their music, and I am definitely inspired to experience more of Toad the Wet Sprocket's music. So I got this fabulous, really cool hoodie at their concert, and it's got, of course, their band name on the front, and then on the back it's got like it in color and fabulousness. This is like the best hoodie that has ever existed in the world. It is like the most comfortable thing I have ever put on my body, and it just is awesome. So if you also are a fan of Toad and you go to their concert and they have these, highly recommend. That was the state of my full vinyl collection at the end of 2017, as well as some fun concert stories and concert merch that I wanted to share with you guys. Obviously, my vinyl collection has really expanded, so I couldn't put the links to every single album that I own in my affiliate links below with Amazon, but I did link a few of the albums that I did get in 2017 from Amazon in the description if you want to check those out. And then also, if there is a particular album that you saw that you're interested in and I have the ability to link that, I will definitely be glad to find that link for you. So just leave me a comment if there is something that you want me to link down in the affiliate links. That is it for today. I will see you all on Sunday. Thank you for watching.